Hello and welcome to Afternoon Tea with Karen. So, on the ABC the other day, pushed to lower the age of voting to 16 because they're feeling disenfranchised. So, at 16, you can learn to drive, open a bank account, get a job, pay taxes, be on the organ donor register, and apply to join the army. But there's something is still considered too young to do, and that's vote. So, this was on the radio the other day, and this guy rang up, said, "Well, yeah, you're all to do those things. So then you're an adult then at 16 when you're voting, so you can go to adult prison." And they hung up on him. So I thought there must be something more to see here. Young people are feeling disenfranchised about the whole system. It encompasses everything from cost of living crisis to housing crisis. It's really, really difficult for young people to move around in the world. She started this campaign with Archie Cooper in 2022. So, analysis from some university in 2022 showed that young people move away from the major parties. They're more likely to vote for the Greens the younger they are. In 2018, the Green senator had a go at introducing a bill to lower it. It was unsuccessful. They currently have another bill lowering the voting age awaiting debate in the upper house. So when Australia became a federation in 2001, well, that'd be hard for the ABC to say. The voting age for those eligible was 21. And then due to the war, Vietnam War, it got changed to 18 um, by Gough Whitlam government. And currently, those age 16 can enrol to vote, but can't until they're 18. Anyway, education is the key to lowering voting age. And the education that they're going to do is on this page. History in Year 9, Modern History, uh, History in Year 10, and Civics and Citizenship in Year 8. Mm. Understand how the government's formed, recognition of human rights, so UN stuff, um, Australia's system of government. So back in June 2023, the ABC covered the campaign kicking off and same sort of stuff. So the two girls here in this picture are hanging out with MP Stephen Bates. I'm going to name this picture either. This is from Make It 16. And here's his bill. Yep. I've read the bill and it's just changed the, 18 to 16. So this is their website. There's a petitioner sign. So they want to get 16 and 17-year-olds voting because they're making a valuable contribution to society. We are already experiencing the challenges of our generation. We can strengthen our democracy. So the countries, New Zealand haven't, Canada and Germany, Austria, Argentina, Brazil, Scotland, and Wales. I don't know. How they going? Anyway, dear Dr. Daniel Maloney, MP, National Policy Forum Secretary, Member for Fraser, from Make It 16. Submission to ALP Draft National Platform. We're writing to you as members and supporters of the Australian Labor Party who cannot currently vote for our party in elections or have a say in the future of our nation in referendums or plebiscites. So make them good little civil servants. Star Trek, people. Rightio. The Labor Party is the party that always vote for lower voting age. I can't mumble that out. A bit of history there again. Democracy will benefit from young people's participation. By letting 16 and 17-year-olds vote, we can create better democracy that includes and enfranchises more people. This means more just and fair society. Mm. Accessible civic education program. Tax. Get to work, you young people. Get to work, pay tax. Become an organ donor. Our recommendations. There we go. Conclusion. Yeah, so that's who they are and who they're hanging out with. Let's check out Run For It. Right, to Josh Burns. This was last year. MP, Parliamentary Joint Committee on Human Rights. Because we need to lower the age of voting to 16. The Australian Parliament should enact a federal Human Rights Act. Right to vote for every citizen. Lowering the voting age is not a revolutionary idea, isn't it? Might be a revolutionary idea. It's a little bit, looks a bit like, yeah. Anyway, Edward Crouch, National Director, Run For It. Our team, run for it. So Ed, he, him cut his teeth campaigning with schools strikes for climate rallies in 2018. So they're also a partner of this Make It 16 campaign. So school strikes for climate Australia. Get involved, sign up for updates. We need you. What's another good one? Oh, look, the National Students' Union, that's pretty straightforward. Oh, Think Forward. So we're changing the system. Sign to that. Get involved. Parliamentary inquiry into intergenerational fairness. Make a donation. Annual report. An unfair and unsustainable tax system. Our submission to worsening rental crisis inquiry. Here's another one of their things that got connected. We are building a generational wide movement of young people leading solutions to climate crisis by shifting the power for a clean and just future. Are we for nuclear? And this one, the Tomorrow Movement. We are an unstoppable movement of young people fighting for a society with good jobs, great public service, and a safe climate for all. United we will win. But a greedy few are driving us towards driving us towards disaster. A destructive handful of billionaires that pay heaps of tax and employ heaps and heaps of people. Yep. Must be the lies being spread by the media. So their plan to win, they've got their 3 pillars there. So I'll click on their plan, right? Their plan to win a society that works for everyone, not just big business. So our strategy, launching in 2020, right? We have a 5-year plan to win climate job guarantee that will deliver good jobs, great public service, and a safe climate for all. Stage 1 in 2020, we're going to launch the movement and set the National Agenda for a Just Economy and Climate Jobs Guarantee. 2021, a movement grew to a political force, climate and jobs. 2023, turn movement power into political power at 2024 election. Stage 4, 2024, escalate and win. Oh, we're having to have a civil war or something. Viva the revolution. This is from the Socialist Alliance stuff. Just in under real democracy here, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. In the middle, the voting age should be lowered to 16 years. There's the new voting system. And the role of the Socialist Party, which has got a lot of struggles in it. The last paragraph before we get to the independent mass. Okay. Any active socialist organisation also needs to pay attention to the recruitment of young people who can be the most confident and energetic activists. Young people are relatively free from the pressure of family life and from the weight of past defeats suffered by by working class and other oppressed groups. To develop the experience and confidence of younger activists, the Socialist Alliance encourages leadership structures, that allow young people to develop through taking leadership responsibility. Now, these guys also have a section on Marxism if you want to do some education.
A police blitz in the western suburbs has netted 50 arrests as police try to stop youth gangs preying on other teens during the school holidays. Victims of crime say the crackdown highlights the need for tougher bail laws to keep repeat offenders off the streets.
A suspected gang member arrested as police try to control spiralling youth crime in Melbourne's west, part of a 4-day blitz in the Hobsons Bay, Maribyrnong, Wyndham and Brimbank council areas. The state government today trying to defend laws which allow young offenders to be repeatedly released on bail. The latest case, a 16-year-old accused of a violent baseball bat attack, freed 3 times.
That's not to say that in this instance is not something that the government is concerned about, but that was a matter for the judge.
Of the 50 arrests in the police crackdown, 20 were children aged 10 to 17, 15 were 18 to 24, and in total 31 have been charged so far. But big changes are needed, say victims of youth crime in the West, like 16-year-old Ryan Singh, who was stabbed and bashed unconscious in a random attack in Tarneet last year.
That night it was me, and another night it could be someone else, and I don't think anyone deserves that. So that's why the system should change and laws for these youths should be harder.
How many more families and how many more kids needs to be go through what we went through for government to step up?
The timing of the blitz was deliberate. Just as Easter and the school holidays were starting, that's when police say youth gangs are more likely to attack young victims around transport hubs, parks and shopping centres.
We've seen changes to the bail laws over recent months, making it easier for repeat offenders, particularly repeat offenders who are committing serious crimes, being easier to get out on bail.
If passed, the government's new Youth Justice Bill will include a trial of electronic monitoring for 50 bailed youths, but it's unlikely until late in the year, even next year.
Government, sometimes I feel like they're blindfolded, they're not listening, they're not watching, and they don't care.
Paul Dowsley, 7 News.
So they'll be able to vote and have an ankle bracelet at 16. After they've done their how to be a good global citizen education. If I was 16 and had to vote, I'd vote for Pauline Hanson because of the cartoons. Like yeah. But they also teach you about preference voting, which none of that civic stuff did. Anyway, see you later. Bye.